In the quiet town of Riverdale, safety used to wear a fur coat and 4 paws. His name was Titan, a noble German shepherd with eyes full of intelligence and a spirit trained for duty. Titan wasn't just a K9 unit, he was a legend. Fiercely loyal, meticulously trained, and paired with Officer Marcus Vell, the two made an unbreakable team. Titan had tracked suspects through dense woods, located missing children in stormy weather, and disarmed criminals without hesitation. But his most valuable trait wasn't his strength, it was his heart. Everything changed during a warehouse bust that went terribly wrong. It was supposed to be a routine call, suspected trespassers in an abandoned building. Marcus and Titan were first on the scene, navigating the dark corridors in silence. Titan suddenly froze, his muscles tight, his ears twitching. Marcus knew the signal, danger was near. What they didn't know was that the suspects had set a trap, a tripwire rigged to a homemade explosive. It detonated just as Titan lunged forward to shield Marcus. The explosion left chaos in its wake. Titan's hind leg was severely damaged and his hearing in one ear was gone. Emergency vets managed to save his life, but the verdict was devastating. Titan could never return to active duty. Marcus brought Titan home, but the dog he loved wasn't the same. Once energetic and alert, Titan lay quietly in his bed for hours, barely acknowledging Marcus's voice. He wouldn't eat unless hand-fed, refused to go for walks, and flinched at sudden noises. Marcus, too, was lost. For years, they'd shared not just a job but a bond built on mutual trust and sacrifice. Without Titan beside him in the cruiser, the city felt colder. And at home, seeing Titan so defeated broke something inside him. One morning, as Marcus sat on the porch, sipping bitter coffee and wondering how to help his partner, a small voice caught his attention. Across the street, a young girl named Ava was sobbing on her front steps. Her mother had just moved them to Riverdale after a messy divorce, and Ava was having trouble adjusting. She'd been bullied at her new school and had refused to get on the bus that morning. To Marcus's astonishment, Titan got up. Slowly, painfully, but with purpose. He limped down the porch, crossed the street, and gently nudged Ava's hand with his nose. She gasped, startled, then smiled through her tears. Titan sat beside her, silent and calm. She leaned into him, and he didn't move. His tail gave a single, slow wag. It was the first time Marcus had seen him show any spark since the accident. That moment sparked a new beginning. Ava began visiting Titan every afternoon. They became inseparable. She'd read to him, brush his fur, and tell him about her day. And Titan listened. No judgment, no expectations. Just presence. Marcus noticed a change. Titan's appetite returned. He began following Marcus around the house again and even barked just once when the mail truck came by. A small victory. Watching the bond between Ava and Titan planted a seed in Marcus's mind. Titan's police days were over, but maybe his mission wasn't. Maybe he could still serve just in a different way. That night, Marcus looked up therapy dog certification programs. Rehabilitation began slowly. Titan had to build strength in his injured leg and relearn balance. The physical pain was tough, but the emotional healing was harder. Loud noises still triggered memories of the blast, and unfamiliar places made him anxious. But Titan was a working dog at heart. He wanted a job. And with Marcus by his side and Ava cheering him on, he kept moving forward. Inch by inch. Step by step. It took months of training, therapy, and patience, but eventually Titan earned his certification. His first official visit was at the Children's Hospital. A boy named Ethan, who hadn't spoken in 2 weeks after a traumatic accident, sat staring out the window when Titan walked in. The boy turned. Slowly he reached out. Titan pressed his head into Ethan's lap, closed his eyes, and exhaled deeply. Ethan whispered, "Hi, dog." Nurses wept. Titan had done it again. He'd found the one who needed him most. Word of Titan's second act spread quickly. He began visiting veterans with PTSD, children with autism, and elderly residents in nursing homes. His calm presence brought comfort in places where medicine sometimes couldn't reach. He didn't need to do tricks or play fetch, he just was, and that was enough. At the Riverdale Police Department, Titan became a symbol of resilience. A mural was painted on the back wall of the station, Titan standing proud, surrounded by children's handprints. Underneath, it read, "From warrior to healer." A year after the blast, Titan received the town's Medal of Courage, not for the suspects he'd taken down, but for the lives he'd lifted up afterward. At the ceremony, Marcus took the microphone, his hand resting on Titan's back. Titan saved lives as a K9 officer, but I think his greatest impact came after his injury. He taught me that courage isn't about what you can chase, it's about what you can still give when life knocks you down.